Welcome. Okay, so I just recently got a new mixer. It is a Behringer XENYX X1222USB. And this thing is pretty cool, so I've been messing with it almost every day since I got it, and I'm still figuring some stuff out, but I did at least want to make a video of the bare minimum basics that I know. I should really set my bass down when I'm doing this. But anyways, give me a moment. I'm actually going to set the bass down. It's kind of bulky. Okay. So, it's a 16 channel mixer, which means you could get up to pretty much 16 instruments or whatever. Or, I guess a drum set is usually about unless if it's a smaller one, I guess you could get probably somewhere between about 8 microphones more if you have a bigger drum set. Okay. Anyways, this would be a good way to make it sound very nice. So what I'm pretty much doing here is I'm just running it through my really cheap laptop over here, and I got Mixcraft on the computer. I really need to not bump the microphone. That's awkward. Okay. So we have the sliders over here. Focus. Excellent. And basically you want to just get it right up to there. The 0. If you go any higher than that, it could start clipping, and though that doesn't really bother me, other people don't usually like that. Okay, you have a panning option. You have okay, so these orange ones are effects. I'll get to that in a moment. The red one is auxiliary, and I think this is for monitors, which I don't have. But if I get monitors, that would be a pretty cool thing to have. Okay, so up next is the EQ. It's pretty straightforward. You have the low, mid, as well as high frequencies for adjusting things, so that's pretty cool. Here you got the compressors. Focus. There you go. And you also have the buttons here for basically just cuts decibels to make it sound more clear, and just changes the effects, so depending on what you're doing. So then you have the gain. That's basically going to adjust the volume for it once you're already got everything else worked out. So I do have my bass guitar plugged in, and I'll actually play you a little bit just to give you an example. And on the 4th one over here, I actually have my microphone plugged in, which is what I'm currently using to talk. I've never really done this kind of thing. I usually just use my blue mic, and this sounds a lot better. It sounds a whole lot better. Okay, so I guess first I'll just do the effects, because I did see one video where someone was talking about this, and they said the effects here, which is this and the whole setup here, they said it's only for microphones, but you can run it through every channel. So you got an instrument, you want to add some delay or reverb amongst a few of the other ones that they have here as well, and you actually got a pretty good amount of options. It'll work on anything. I'm going to just use it for the microphone here for starters. Might try some delay later on for the bass guitar, but just to give you an idea here. So you press that, and then it, okay, that was weird. I don't think I did that right, but anyways, press that again. Okay, then I just slide this up. Cool. Then you can turn that up. As you can tell, nothing is happening, and that's because mine is still down here. So you can actually adjust every single channel separately to that, which is also pretty cool. I'm going to turn this up a little bit here, and eventually you will start hearing the sound of the effects going on. There you go. Yeah, that's my kind of thing. Then I can just make a real loud proportion for no reason. Okay, that's a little too much. I'll be honest, that's way too much. Hello. Oh. Anyways. So the point is, it's pretty fun to mess with, and you got a pretty good amount of options to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to turn that back down, and I'm actually going to put on my bass guitar here, because that's just what I do. Why not? Okay, so give me a moment here. Ah. Cool. So, what I'm going to do here is, I'm really shaky. I'm going to slide this up. Very excellent. Line that pretty much right there. Okay, so I'm actually gonna up the mids slightly on this and turn down the bass. Since this is a bass guitar, it's probably not what people usually do, but I want to hear the metal sound to it more than the turn that slightly and then crank that up. There we go. Very excellent. So I can play you just a little bit here, not too much. I don't want to get carried away, but knowing me, it's that's terrible. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, you know, it's just, it's what it is. That actually sounds pretty cool. I like that. Let's put a delay on real quick though, just to give you an example of that, because I've been enjoying messing with the effects, and that's also been pretty fun. So I'm gonna crank the effects up, turn that up like that, and turn this up slightly. How that one sounds. Wow, that is okay, I'll explain that in a moment. Something like that, it's not. That's a pretty fun one. That's the ninth one here. So, that's pretty much the basics as far as this thing goes. I'm still not like amazing at this yet, but I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what I could do with it. Because what I used to do is just run a Rocksmith cord directly into my computer, and that's how I recorded instruments. There's always like this audible hiss to it that didn't sound very good, and the latency was horrible. It's almost like a second to a second and a half off, and trying to listen to yourself play on the wire playing the instrument, it really throws you off. So this has actually been helping me a lot while recording. And okay, so if there's any downside to this thing, which I don't even necessarily find as a problem, is when I first got this, I was thinking that every single channel, when you have stuff plugged into this, you'd be able to have your own channels on Mixcraft as well. But everything runs through a single channel, no matter what. I don't know if that's because it's USB, or if it's just because it's if it's just Mixcraft. I haven't really read too much into it. I've have a few recordings where Chris and I are playing together, and it just sounds great because, you know, you work it all out on the board before we start recording, and you don't really have a problem because it just sounds fantastic already before you even get it into the computer, and then you can start recording. So once you got that all set up, that's pretty much all you need. That's pretty much all I need. And so yeah, that's been pretty fun. I've been recording a lot, and of course I will be getting more, probably putting a lot more of those recordings online here eventually. So that's pretty much everything. If you have any questions, I can try and answer them the best I can. I don't know. I basically just winged this. I really didn't plan it very well, or at all. I didn't plan it at all. So, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll have more videos up soon. As always, I usually do like maybe one video a week, sometimes more, but usually just one. So keep an eye out on it. Like I said, though, I mean, you heard the bass guitar and the microphone, and at once, I'm kind of awkward when I talk, but you know, it's just, it sounds good. Not me being awkward, but the microphone. The microphone is a really good microphone. Thank you for watching. Anyways, yeah, I'm like really dragging it out now. So, that's pretty much it. Oh, and for when I tapped the microphone at the beginning, I just did that so I can sync the video with it. Okay. Thanks for watching.